what's up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, or live stream rather. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as we are here back in the Silver Dollar City recreation in Planet Coaster 2. And it's been a couple days since we were working on it, so we're back. And yeah, let's see if we can get back in the swing of things. And we are currently working on Hill Street and the bottom of Hill Street at the moment, so we're going to continue on with that trend today and get right into it. So hope you guys are doing great. Anyways, doing great. It's okay, you can call me Jor if you want. I guess that doesn't matter. Jor. Alright, let's go ahead and edit the building. And because I got maps up right now and I can kind of see where we're sitting at, and we're going to delete these because this texture stays the same throughout here, and we're going to get some nice windows. I know which ones I want to use these ones a lot, but they work well. If they work well, why change it? But hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your day, or I mean, we're halfway through the day. It's going well. As we're just gonna kind of continue on with what we've been doing, and that's working on these buildings down here. Probably work more on Fried Fancies here in a minute too. Yeah, it'll be fantastic. You get some doors in here so people can get in. Good. Hey, what's up, Fluffy? What up, what up? Always so confident at the beginning here, and then I just, like, I don't want to say fall off, but then I... just really bad at being able to work on the same project for an extended period of time. Like, I can only work on it for so long. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been following college, so I don't even really know who that is. I haven't followed college football that much this year. Last year I did a little bit. This year I've not really paid attention. So I guess I don't have much of an opinion on it, but alright, there's another door right here that we need to build. Well, yeah, I saw that. I just, again, I don't know. Like, I'm guessing that he's a good player, but I just don't know. Select one of those, please. Right now we're just kind of little details here. Let's get a flat roof here. Fall off compared to second best quarterback in the draft, where a lot of quarterback ready teams pick early instead of late like previous years, but he's still solid. I mean, with NIL deals and stuff, I mean, a lot of guys make a lot more money from those while playing in college sometimes, from what I hear. I don't know if it's the same situation, but it's what I've heard. So, like, if it comes down to, like, money and stuff, which it might not be, but, like, I don't know. Here we can kind of see good solid view of the roof here. do some flat roofing. Flat roofs. If I can find the texture we want. Flat roof floor. Really, it's the same thing. See if we can do with the pathing here. Don't know why it took me so long to forget the name of what a path is. Intersecting terrain, apparently. Copy existing texture. I don't understand the intersecting terrain error. I don't get it. No, I haven't been at Epic Universe. Don't remind me. I can't afford to go. I wanted to go this month, actually. I really wanted to go this month, but I don't understand when it says intersecting terrain. Does anybody have an idea what on earth that even means? Use the suspended style. See if it matters then. I don't know what that is, but maybe we can. I got the path where I want it. Maybe we can at least fix this. Not that it matters too much. There you go. You have at least a little bit of room in here. Terrain can enter. What do you mean terrain intersecting? I have nothing to do with the terrain. I'm elevated above it. I'm literally elevated above the terrain, so it shouldn't have any effect. Alright, now let's see if we can make some stairs here. Too steep. So all we gotta really do is just pull this back until it's not too steep. Intersecting grain. Don't know why it keeps thinking it keeps pulling the terrain up. I don't want the terrain to pull up with it. Stop doing that. And there's a tree in there too. Snap all crazy. Maybe I can move this one. Nope. Fine. Everything's totally fine. Shop signs. Theme signs. There you are. Sure if anything in here is going to be what we want. Antique. Still wish we could do custom fonts and add the custom fonts into the game. That'd be so nice, wouldn't it? And we got a good selection here, but like, imagine if you could put custom fonts in the game. I'll click on the thing I'm actually clicking on. Yeah, that would make too much sense. Come on, dude. Just click on the text. Bro. This is infuriating. Click on that one, but not that one. We're gonna pull it way out here. Then, instead. I still can't select it. Jeez. Use clothes more of a darker yellow, deeper yellow there. Nice. Um, Okay. Mm. Oh, it's the washing machine. I was like, why is the ground shaking? My washing machine is going nuts. Um, I don't do the thing I'm actually clicking on. That'd make too much sense. When did I start on the scaling tool? Alright, think about starting on the furniture store. Back to work, love to see it, of course. Right, here is the layout for the home furnishing store. Portland Home Furnishings. We're just gonna get the basic shape of the building, and then we'll worry about like the terrain because it's built on the hill. But at least get the building kind of started. That's the goal here. Just get the building started. Shouldn't be too hard. Go with this kind of green color. Alright, let's get this about lined up where we need it. That's where the stairway is, so this would go about right here. Go back this direction. Try and line it up as best as we can. From the top. And right now we're just trying to get the shape of the building. Anything. This road doesn't look like it. I'm gonna try and see if we do. Shows that there is, but I have my doubts. Yeah, these are from not the same time period. And that's the old for the fire, so. Take us in that view. Interactor, dislike, thumbs down. What? What you talking about, Steve? Go based off of what we can see, I guess. And what we can see is this. You're like a stone piece. Read your chat. I have been reading my chat. I just didn't see your messages. So you want me to see the... You want to see the square. I'm pretty much finished with it. Wagon Works doesn't kind of count because I couldn't get any good angles. Street View doesn't like go in this spot right here. So that's the main thing I didn't really get around to. And I didn't do like the little petting zoo area yet. Anything back here. Besides that, pretty much good. I also didn't do the blacksmith shop just yet either. That was about it. But besides that, yeah. I need to fill in this gap here actually. Still too. I still want to make adjustments to Wilderness Church. It's just kind of like thrown together in a box. You need me to take pictures? Yeah, if you could, from like the top of Hill Street to maybe about halfway down Hill Street. The main thing I need pictures of is Wagon Works, though. That's the main one. I thought that Street View was going to have a good view of it, but it doesn't. So I just kind of... This is based off a little bit from memory. Like, I have the levels that's going to be there because you have the seating area down below. But yeah, that's what I would need, is mostly just as many angles as you can get of Wagon Works. Like, I could build it off of memory, but I want to make sure I'm accurate, so I don't want to go off of it too much, and that would be awesome, though. Well, I also don't have a good picture of it, too. That's what I was saying about top of Hill Street, about halfway down, or at least the top section of Hill Street. There's not really good angles that I can get from Street View. Street View kind of lacks from this spot right here. So just like anything you can get of Hill Street, the bottom of Hill Street's fine. Like, there's plenty of stuff there to go off of, but it's mostly there. Oh, and then if you do have the time, if it's not too much to ask, when you go left towards Wildfire and American Plunge, there's no Street View here, like on the side of the furniture store, like this side of the furniture store, this road right here. It's not really any good. There's no Street View of that either. So I need a good shot of this side of the building. Like where they do the demonstrations and such, where you can actually watch them build the stuff. Do need that as well, if you have the time to do that also. But that's just up to you. Since we're in the off season, I'm not really at the park like you are right now, so. No streets left. Oh yeah, I know they, I did see a picture of Wildfire missing, a lot of pathing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but over here there's a lot of pathing that's not there right now. I'm talking before Wildfire, unless they're tearing up that too. I know there's a lot of construction going on over there, so. I guess they're kind of redoing the path over there. I could go to the park. No one would question it. I work there, so. Old queue line is gone by Wildfire. Yeah, that's been gone since last season, though. They took that out, like, last off-season. Yeah, that queue's been gone for, like, almost a year now. This is about the location that it needs to be in. Now, let's see where our terrain relative where we're at right now. Did I line that up pretty well? Or did I suck at it? Now it's all open. Oh, like they have the fencing down. This needs to go back a little bit. We're also going to push this back with it. We do have a stairway that goes down here too. So. And then the top of this is going to be the entrance right here, and that's going to lead you back towards Wildfire, American Plunge and Wildfire, where that goes. So this is where that goes, and then this needs to be kind of moved a little bit. Probably should have put the stairways in first. We're throwing this in here, but before we put that stairway in, though, we need to make sure the height of this is going to be 100% correct. So, so we got the stairway there, and then it's going to go kind of flat right here. Terrain will go pretty flat right here, which leads back over by American Plunge and Wildfire. It's like a pathway right there. That will branch off from there. Terrain, always interesting to work with in Silverdar City, because we're gonna constantly be moving terrain around and out of the way. So. And then we'll have more paths that go back into Midtown here as well. That'll connect with Midtown. Yeah, we're kind of working from bottom to up at this point, mostly because I don't have a lot of references to that. We have more references at the bottom of Hill Street. And this will be the entrance of we'll build the entrance of Wood Carvers right there, Wood Valley Wood Carvers. One of my favorite stores in the park. But that's looking pretty good and coming together quite nicely, I think. Alright, we need our slanted here. Tile. I'd say this one would be the best bet. Two red. No. I want you to delete everything. Okay, it does actually have a piece in there. Old pork skin store. I mean, it wasn't really pork rind skins. It was just fried fancies. They just don't sell them there anymore, and they rebuilt fried fancies into here, but they just don't sell them anymore. That's where you used to buy them at, was the old fried fancies, but the new one, you don't get it anymore. They killed it. Which obviously makes you tend to believe that that's what caused the fire. Pretty prominent that that's what caused it, and if they didn't bring him back. I think you can buy some still. I just don't know where at now. I'm pretty sure you can still buy some though. Pretty positive, but I could be wrong. I thought there was a place you could buy them at the moment, but have to wait till the stairs are in place. Those should not be too hard to build. Yeah, look at this. We have the bottom of Hill Street coming together quite nicely. Isn't that neat? At least we can get a lot done here at the moment. But I kind of want to get this part done before we kind of push further back a little bit into like saloon and all that stuff, you know. So hopefully we'll have some good references. If Steve does get us those photos. I thought I took some myself, but looked through my phone and I couldn't find anything. I took a good video of the other side, like over here, but not on this side. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. How much I can do about it. But we can see that this is all starting to come together here. It's looking nice. Like, if I put myself about this spot in street view, everything's lining up about where it should be. Overall, so that's good. Alright, we can probably do a little bit of the roofing over here now. Just probably medium steepness on this. Vertical wood pieces. This guy is here. Look at that, it still has saved the color for us. Except those aren't the right ones. I always do that because you see them there. They're higher up. There we go. Those are the ones I wanted. Much better. Alright, we have a roof piece that we can put in here. Go. Bum, bum. Whoa. Don't do that to me now. selecting every roof piece but the one I wanted to select. But thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. It's going nice. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, give me my tree here. Not on the angle though. Not like that. Do we have a similar tree on that? Maybe this one if it can get small enough. Up and down. Alright, now I gotta create railings for this hill, because this hill has railings. That's when you know it's a steep hill. Alright, trying to get this to where this lines up the best. Alright, that's the start of that. That's about where that path should be lining up. Being cold here in Missouri. It was like super nice yesterday, I think it was. It's like randomly super nice out of nowhere. Oh, we're slowly detailing and shaping this area up, which is nice. I'm gonna say this height is good. Definitely should be. I don't get the terrain thing. Why is it obsessed with the having the terrain move up like that? I don't want the terrain to do that. No terrain. Move just that a little bit. Yeah, alright, this will be the fun part. We'll see if this will be easy or not easy. Or it's looking to be not easy. Okay, I think if we give it a very clear spot to connect to. Should be able to make this happen. Alright, let me get this out of the way because it's making it hard to see what path we've already placed down. Yeah, so let's go ahead and delete that path. Just give it a very clear connection point. It's gonna say that's too steep. gonna have to do the same kind of thing where we're just gonna have to push this until it acknowledges that it's not too steep. Trying to get it to where this path is not going to register in the way. Why are you doing that? Why? Why would you do that? Alright. Can adjust that later. It's fine. Okay, that's still too steep for it, apparently. How far away does it have to be? Still too steep. Holy crap, man. I feel like that should be too steep for the... Oh gosh, we've created a hole. I mean, we could just delete everything and then make it as... We'll fix it, obviously, later. And that way we can... Alright, length, snap. Absolute... This is going to be right there. That's going to be it right there. Hopefully we can push this right there. A little bit longer than I was hoping it would be, but I mean, there's not much we can do about it, so... Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with what we have. Stop doing that. castle wall. Hopefully that should... It's pretty easy. Alright, we're gonna take these now. Customize brush, and we're gonna turn on rails. These ones. Nice, that looks good. Yeah! That it's constantly trying to snap to stuff. Sometimes it's just like, no, you don't have to snap. Alright, so we're starting to like kind of get everything in motion here. Everything like conformed and looking good the way it's supposed to be. Like everything's where it's kind of supposed to go. Forming that path around stuff and all that fun business, you know? Excellent. Look at that. That's like, I mean, it's not completed, but look, it's kind of like, it's got a shape. It's got the shaping of what we need going on over here. Certainly looking like a thing. It's starting to look more complete, so that's what we're going for. And we're just gonna continue to go up here, get all this squared away. So once we get all this kind of put together, things will start looking good. Yeah, I don't think this phase is gonna take as long, to be honest. I think this phase is gonna be a lot quicker than the last two, because there's still a lot of buildings, but like we're already like got the bottom of this hill kind of shaped up, and I think once I get my references that I need for up here, I don't think it's gonna honestly take that long. These buildings are very simple. They're not like super complex detail wise. Like detailing these things are pretty easy, honestly. There's not a whole lot of detail to it. So it's looking really nice, looking really clean, I think. So I think we're in a good spot right now. Yeah, what do you guys think? We made quick progress. Yeah, even though I haven't been working on a ton every single time we live stream, like I do a little bit, I still feel like still make good progress regardless. Like, so that's always a good thing. Always good. Like we got a good portion of the furnishing store done. We got to continue on Fried Fancies quite a bit. And then as we pour down to here, we have a little skillet place right across from Fried Fancies, and then lumber camp right behind that. So lumber camp, and then we have Silver Dollar Saloon, Hugo's. Then back behind that would be Old Fire in the Hole and Opera House. So I plan on going that for this phase. I do plan on going back at least to Hugo's in that area. Right before the entrance of Powder Keg. And then the next phase 4 is going to be American Plunge and Wildfire over here. So once we get done with Hill Street's phase, we'll work on American Plunge and also a little bit of Wildfire. So we'll get our first rides in. And then phase 5 is going to be Powder Keg. So we have a lot of rides and progress that we're going to be doing next. So like we'll be doing 3 rides within those 2 phases. So and then we'll have like, after we get all that done, we'll have like this side of the park like complete, which will be great. I'm glad I'm doing it in the phases that I am right now, because I feel like it just helps with the completion of the park a little bit better. And like once we get like Powder Keg, Wildfire, and American Plunge done and all this area, like that's I'm not gonna say half, but that's like probably a good quarter of the park right there. You would have Midtown, and then you'd head back towards Wilson's Farm with Giant Swing, Outlaw Run. You have River Blast. And you start going. Then we'll start going down Rivertown, Riverfront area, and do Mystic River Falls. And then we'd work our way back to Fire District with Fire in the Hole. And then at that point, you got like at least half at that point, or over half at that point once you get that. And then go into Expo, Grand Exposition, and then start heading up Valley Road, and then it'll connect back over here. So that's where we would have Time Traveler, Thunderation, and Flooded Mine. Be great. Powder Keg, shooting through the Ozarks till the rails run red. Use no time for grid. looks like this trigger's still working, so that's good. Dread. Hey, that area is restricted. You're too close to that nitro. You smell smoke.
We're gonna have a blast on this powder keg, shooting through the Ozarks till the rails run red.
Light that fuse, no time for dread. Have a blast on this powder keg. This powder keg.
We're gonna have a blast on this powder keg.
Shooting to the Ozarks to the rails. Do I miss working? Not at the moment, no. Not gonna lie, I needed a little break. The break is nice right now. Do a manual save real quick. Don't want to lose anything. Always go right here because I want to get the nice picture of the save. We're gonna have a blast on this powder keg, shooting through the Ozarks till the rails run red. Night that fuse, no time for dread. So we're gonna have a blast on this powder keg. I gotta, like, my patience is, like, really tough right now because I know we're really close to getting into building some rides. And I really want to build Wildfire and Powder Keg really bad. And I know those are the first rides we're going to be working on. So I'm just kind of, like, trying to get through it. But at the same time, I don't, I'm tired of building just buildings around pathways. I wanna build rides. Oh yeah, the train. I need to come up with like an idea of what we're gonna do for the train. I'll probably just do like its own thing, like since it's not really part of any of the phases, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for that. So there's a few sections that don't really have their own dedicated phase, and that's like Midtown. Maybe we'll create its own phase at some point. Like we'll probably have to do a phase for Midtown if we're gonna be honest ourselves. Excuse me. But I can't wait to do custom audio for the train and everything like that. It's gonna be real cool. At least the op booth's in the right spot for Wildfire. I'm excited to do Wildfire. It's going to be a nice first one to do because it's a very simple layout and I feel like it should be pretty easy. Obviously, he does use quite a bit of the terrain, and I do want to try and get the statistics as best as I can, or close as I can to being accurate. So we're really going to try to get those as accurate as possible. Alright, I'm trying to think, what can we need to work on here? We should probably do a little bit more with Fried Fancies. Do we get a good shot of the backside? Go that way? Annoying trees in the way, I can't see it very well. Alright, we can see it a little bit right here in this spot. The demo statue, I only saw the picture for like a second, but I mean, it looks kind of cool. But you said it's haunted, so I don't know. You said it's not haunted, but like the way you said it made it feel like it is haunted, because you had to specify that it's not haunted, which is a good indicator that it is haunted. You had to specify that it's not. Gonna have a blast on this powder keg. Shooting through the Ozarks till the rails run red. Light the fuse, there's no time for dread. So we're gonna have a blast on this powder keg. Why'd you have to specify that? Like, most people, you don't have to specify that if it's not haunted. Like, I wouldn't have even asked if it was haunted. Like, that's not gonna come to my head, like, but is it haunted? How am I determining the grade of the terrain? Street view and my judgment. And a prayer hoping that it, comes together. But like from street view, looking from here down on street view, like just getting that perspective and like looking at it back to back here. Plus I've walked through the park so many times, I kind of like have a decent idea of how it is, so it's definitely the most challenging part of Silver Dollar City is probably getting the terrain right. Because the whole park is built on a hill. Now the biggest thing is just like once we get back around, or like we build everything and we get to the end here, we just gotta hope that it lines up. But yeah, it should be just fine because again we are using a floor plan here also as well. That floor plan should be helping us quite a bit. Wouldn't it be fun to ride a scooter down that hill? Probably, as long as you don't fall. Actually, we'll just keep that up. Where did the extra O come from? Should have known. Might actually complete this one. Oh yeah, way easier than Planet Coaster 1. Actually working with the terrain on here is way more of a breeze. Still a challenge, but nothing compared to Planet Coaster 1. Planet Coaster 1, paths did not want to work with terrain at all, so it made it very difficult to get it to work the way we needed it to. So, but now it makes it so much easier. And then the conforming option makes it, you just shape up the terrain and just put the path on it, you know, makes it so much better. There definitely might be a ride that will close by the time I get to it. Saying I'm gonna be hitting Thunderation pretty late. Actually. Actually, Outlaw Run is one of the earlier phases, because once we're done with, like, Powder Keg, we're gonna start heading that direction, so honestly, I'll probably be there pretty soon. Thunderation isn't closing, bruh. Oh, yeah. Not at all. It's closing. What? Isn't Thunderation in CoasterCon 2027? It's not gonna be there in 2027. But no, maybe we'll actually go fast enough here. Maybe we'll actually go fast enough here where it won't matter. I did hear someone say that it might be open one extra season, but I don't know how accurate that would be, but gosh dang, they're not lining up. Unreliable predictions. I didn't get anything wrong. Fire in the Hole, like, that one was that one definitely got right. Mystic, I got right. Time Traveler, I knew. Got that right. Um, do I need to keep going on here? I've gotten all those right. I'm not even been unreliable. I've gotten all those right. What did I get wrong, Silas? What have I even gotten wrong? What are you talking about, bruh? He's trolling. He's trolling because he knows I'm right. What's the next edition? I'm not gonna say. Fire in the Hole's drop track. I didn't predict that. I was just hearing rumors of that. I never made that an official. That's not like it wasn't an official prediction. That was just fun for funsies. I never said it was going to have one. I don't think I ever actually predicted that. But you said. I said it would be cool. And that I heard rumors that it was a possibility. I'm talking about the ride itself. Like, we knew, I knew it was gonna be Fire in the Hole. A new version of Fire in the Hole. Same thing. No, that is a full-on prediction. Thunderation's a full-on prediction. I'd be... Like, I knew Lost River was gonna close when it closed. I was even saying it. So it's the best wooden coaster at the park. We can't get rid of it. Yeah, so good that, you know, it's not even... That's how bad it is that it's not even a wood coaster. Look at that. Got fried fancies there. That's fried fancies. That's the fried fancies thing right there. It is a good mine train, it really is. You're gonna have a blast on this powder keg, shooting through the Ozarks till the rails run red. Light that fuse, no time for dread. We're gonna have a blast on this powder keg. The sideways cars? You mean backwards cars? Say sideways? Are you trying to be GP, Silas? He's trying to be super GP. Totally GP. I could see a guest saying that though, like on it sideways. I don't really see this on here that much, unless it's right here. I think I'm just a little bit off. That's fine. When did I switch to scaling? I didn't. Gosh, I've messed this up. We're gonna roll with it and we're gonna fix it in a minute. It's fine. We can salvage this. When did I switch to scaling? I never did that. We gotta level it out. Level it up a little bit. Alright, do I already have path all over this? I do, okay. Alright, delete a little bit, and then we'll just take the points and adjust them. Might have to make another spot there. Slowly just kind of shaping this around. Stay in your spot. Alright, and then, honestly, just go over here and flop down the path. Without railings. There we go. It takes a little bit of messing around, but you can do it. Haven't noticed so much since yesterday. I knock on wood, man. I have not felt like anything in my throat. Like usually I at least feel something in my throat, even if I've not coughed that much. Like I haven't been feeling almost anything. I think it might actually finally be going away. And I don't want to jinx it, so I haven't said anything. I'm glad you did, not me, but I think it might finally be going away. Now, I didn't do anything to get it treated. The only thing I've had is antibiotics for when I had strep. Literally all I've done. But I have felt happy again. Joyful like I usually am. All that fun stuff. Like I feel like I want to do stuff, and I've been so productive lately too. Like working on videos. I've been obviously live streaming a lot. I've been doing a lot more chores around the house. When I was really slacking off on chores for a while. We're doing great now. What's up, J-Trains? But there's been a little bit of coughing, but like nothing crazy. I haven't like been coughing super heavy or anything like I was. It's been great. And I hope it stays that way, because I enjoy being happy again. I did get a chest x-ray, but see if they actually find anything there. I have a feeling they're not gonna find anything. I don't think it was like a chest thing, but you gotta rule everything out, you know? Everything's gotta get ruled out first before you move forward. You just skip it. I'm supposed to have that follow-up appointment in a few weeks. See if they figured anything out. I actually took that chest x-ray yesterday to see if maybe they could find something, but again, I don't think they're going to. No, I'm not sick right now, no. I mean, I just recovered from being sick, but I'm not currently sick. We're talking about my cough that I've had for months. Which, thankfully, I haven't. Last day or so, it's not been almost non-existent. Not, again, try not to jinx anything here, but alright, that's looking good. We have put that planter in now. Can't forget about some of the path essentials. Trash barrels. But like, I still have a little bit of a cough. Like, I still have like just a small cough. Like, it's not like, because I was coughing so hard, you know? Now I just kind of have the occasional little, you know, like that. That's about it lately. Looking good. Hopefully, again, Steve can get those photos for us. For this part of Hill Street, because that's what I'm really struggling on right now, is to get Schoolwork or video games? I still say a mix of both. You gotta make some sort of progress. Really liking how Hill Street's starting to come along, though. At least the bottom of Hill Street here. Top of Hill Street's still very bare. I feel like what we've done so far has been very, very good. Honestly, I feel like it's been easier to build this than the Planet Coaster 1 version that we were doing. I think it's 100 times easier. Or better. Better and easier, both. But I can't wait to get into the next phase. I hope it doesn't take us too long. I'm excited. Do we have street view of the wildfire area? Wouldn't let me go back or that direction. Oh no, they didn't go in wildfire. There's a little 360 video camera of observation area, which is very glitched out actually. There's no street view of Wildfires area or American Plunge. So we're gonna have to find some footage of that from recently. I'm glad we have street view, but they didn't put street view everywhere. They did not go everywhere. Which is a little bit disappointing. That's alright, we'll find a way. I'm still thankful we got what we got. It helps a lot. You said around 1K, I could probably get a PC that runs Planko good, right? Of course. Because my budget would preferably try and stay right around that. Yeah, that's what I would say. 1K. Obviously, if you put more into it, the better it's gonna be. But why didn't they? I don't know. We didn't have Street View for the longest time. I'm just happy we have it now. Literally, there was no Street View forever. Now we got it. They just added it like just a few months ago, like months ago. And they even have some of the new construction overhead here too. Did they go down Powder Keg? They didn't go down Powder Keg's area. The furthest they went to is here. We're here skipping areas, man. Can't keep skipping areas. What's up with that? They went through the plaza at least. I still think the plaza still looks too much like a backstage area. Yeah, the street view is from August. Silas, are you wanting to do any live streaming or not? Speaking of RAM. I'm trying to figure out how much RAM you should have. So, like, if you're not live streaming, I can put that money into something else a little bit more. I mean, RAM's still important, like for streaming, you want to have a little bit extra RAM. Like, I hope they continue to develop the plaza, because it just, I don't know if it's just because it's too open, or what it is, or they just don't have enough decoration around it. I think that's what it is. Mostly just more decoration. It's just a big old, it looks like a big parking lot with a stage thrown there. And you're on the back side of Fire in the Hole, so you can see all the ugly sides of Fire in the Hole with it, too. Like the big, it's such an eyesore. Fire in the Hole, side of Fire in the Hole here is such an eyesore. Because they obviously didn't account for it, and they didn't, like, decorate that side of Fire in the Hole, so... Well, I'll probably look at doing about 32 gigabytes of RAM for you, because that's a good spot, like, and you could technically stream on 32 gigabytes. You could probably get by with 16, but I think if you're gonna prioritize Planet Coaster, I think it's good to have quite a bit of RAM, too. So, I still probably will hook you up with 32 gigabytes. Again, we'll see where the... Honestly, I should probably work on that a little bit. I'll put together a parts list and see what I can come up with for $1,000. I think it looks better than what it has in years past, but, like, they still didn't do enough. This used to be an employee parking lot where Fire in the Hole is in the plaza. This used to be a maintenance parking lot. And this was all just backstage. Best Buy's website? I probably wouldn't go through Best Buy. Honestly, I'm gonna look. I haven't put together a parts list in a while. It has been a minute. What you guys are saying, apparently RAM is expensive right now. Alright. $300? What? How much RAM you putting in there? Go to our trusty filters here. Again, it's been a long time since I've done this. I'll probably look at DDR5. Price and speed. And we'll want 32, so I'd probably do that. Holy crap, you guys aren't... All that speed is really high, though. Where's the lower speed RAM? Why is RAM so expensive all of a sudden? You guys weren't kidding. Why is RAM so expensive right now? This crappy, cheap 32 gigabytes for $250? I hope it's not like that with GPUs, because I remember when like during the pandemic, GPU prices, holy crap, that was awful. Yeah, I remember the GPU shortage. That was awful. So now we're fighting with RAM. I mean, I'd rather RAM be higher than GPUs. GPU are the most expensive part in your PC. So that is the worst part. So if anything's gonna be priced up, I feel like RAM isn't as bad. But holy crap, I didn't think it was that crazy high. I don't even know most of these. Anyways, let's I'm just like getting a little look here. Let's start with the motherboard. We're gonna go with DDR5 memory. Silas, would you need Wi-Fi or not? Do you want built-in Wi-Fi, or would you do a wired connection? Because that matters. Personally, I always say wired is the best to go if possible. So. If you can, anyways. But if not, we can make sure it has Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'll keep it around one as much as I can. See, we do have the Tomahawk here. You know, this one comes with Wi-Fi. I'd probably just go with this one. 140 bucks for that. If it's weird, does it have to like plug into your router? Yes, if you're doing wired. If you're doing a wired connection, it would go directly into your router with the Ethernet cable. That will give you the fastest internet, so you can do Wi-Fi, and it doesn't matter because like it looks like I would go with a Wi-Fi board anyways. All right, CPU. This is kind of where we get interesting here. Oh, this is a Intel. I don't care for Intel as much. I've always prefer Ryzen. So I forgot to make that a thing. All right, we'll make sure it has DDR5. And we want to make sure it's AMD. AMD. Like, any of those would be fine. Yeah, I usually go with Newegg or Amazon, depending on what has the best deals. Zeus Tough Gaming, that's never a bad idea. I've had the Steel Legend before, MSI. ROG Strix. We got $1,000 to play with. I know I'm probably like not having. This is probably worse, really bad gameplay. I should be doing this off screen or off on my own time, but got me back into this. So let's do Tough Gaming. Used those before. Now let's take a look at CPUs. Obviously, we're going AMD. I always like going AMD. I'd say Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 9. Ryzen 9 Pro. Let's see what we got here. Ryzen 7 7700X. How many cores we got? 8. What's the cheapest 16 core? Ryzen 9 9950X. I guess we could do 12 cores, but I wanted to say, oh, that's $500. No, never mind. That one. We don't want to cheap out on RAM, though. Or on CPU. We could go Ryzen 9 7900X. That's 12 cores, $318. It's a good chunk of our budget, but let's do it. And then we need to do video card or graphics card. I would probably go with a 50... How much are 5080s going for? $1,200. Never mind. What are 5070s going for right now? There we go. That needs to be about half our budget as our graphics card. So we're looking at around $500 range for that graphics card. So it looks like 5070 is going to be the way to go. Shadow, Asus Prime. $540 is what it would be. That's a lot of money, though. I'm already over the budget with 3 parts. We might have to do some adjustments here or look around. Alright, power supply. I definitely want to go 80 plus gold or higher. Wattage, probably at least 750, right? And I like modular power supplies. At least close. We can go above that. Just 80 plus gold efficiency. I don't know. We could. You don't want to cheap out on power supply because it's what's powering your system. So. $1,000-watt semi. $750. $75 there. Case is just that's the one thing you can kind of go cheaper on is the case, as long as it's got good airflow. But like I always like some cases that are just nicer to build in too than others. Something with good airflow, but you also want something that looks fairly nice too, you know. Oh, that's actually a nice case. And preferably you want to find something that has built-in fans, or like fans included, because then that's one less thing you have to worry about is fans. So if it comes with fans, you don't have to worry about fans as much. I probably wouldn't spend too much more than $50 on that. And we'd have to do storage, so we'd have to find an SSD. How much space do you want on it, Silas? How much space we talking? Like how many terabytes? Would 1 terabyte get you by, or would you need more than that? 1 terabyte doesn't seem like a lot these days. Honestly. Gosh. These are all I'm looking at 2 terabytes, but it's almost $200. How much are the 1 terabyte ones? Probably about 100? Yeah, about 100. Now you could also do an SSD for your main drive, and then you could do like a hard drive for everything else. I would probably do like a terabyte SSD, and then you can put a hard drive in there too. It just depends on how much space you need. Like, how many games are you going to have on there? You need a lot of space. If you're not going to have a ton of games, I bet you could get away with 1 terabyte. You could also add it on later too. You don't have to start out big. And if you run out of room, you can add on to it later. You can always add on. How I did it. Always the option of adding on. And then I'd probably do a water cooler. Oh, yeah. Well, Planet Coaster 2 does not take up very much space, so you're okay there. GTA 6, on the other hand, I've heard that it's what? I've heard that it's, what, over 600 gigabytes right now? Which is insane. Like, 600 gigabytes, man. That is unheard of for a game to have. I really hope it has a PC version right away. That would be the best. For me, anyways. Yeah, you can adding storage. Easy. Who are these companies? I've never heard of them. No Cooler Master. That's before I had the RAM. Oh, dang. Yeah, it would be a lot at that point, but I would have to go through and go in detail and such like that and make adjustments, and sometimes I go outside that website to kind of find other things also as well, so. But, alright guys, I think I'm going to head out here. I'm going to call it here, because everyone's hungry and they want me to make food, so. So, I appreciate you guys. Again, I can make adjustments. I was just, that's where I was at the moment. Just throwing stuff in, and then I adjust stuff and I can get the budget to where it needs to be. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, guys. Make sure you have a great day and Miklo tomorrow. I'm going to see you guys next time, and I have a lot more to come. So, you guys are amazing. Thanks for being here, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the live streams and the activeness that we've had. I'm really happy to be back and working on a lot of stuff, so it's been great. I've been very productive the last few days Feeling great about it, feeling good. Everything's looking up from here. So appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys have a wonderful night. So thanks and goodbye.